Hi guys, and welcome to the Just My Opinion podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Kao Denero getting into politics. We all know he's now an ambassador, and of recent we have seen him doing campaigns. And so we are going to be talking specifically about a comment which said a lot of artists are getting into politics, and artists are supposed to be the ones speaking for the people. And if artists are in politics, then they lose that neutral urge which they have to have in order to speak the truth, which needs to be heard. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that. Hi, Ambassador.
Hello, people. It's your boy Ambassador again doing this thing.
Yeah, so what do you think about the whole Kao Denero getting into politics, him being in the campaign scene and stuff?
So, as you said, it goes. We can look at it from both angles. True, artists are supposed to be, should I call it, the mouthpiece or spoke for their generation, for the society, community, whatever I want to say. But just the fact that he's in politics for me is not an issue, but it's what he's going to represent while he's in politics. So most of the comments were just, some people were supporting, some people were like, why is he not in politics? They were like, Saloni artists, just things like that. All of them are politics. They were typing, those are words, but I'm just the one reading it using the Sierra Leonean pidgin kind of thing. So it's not about the fact that he's in politics, it's what does he represent. So I wish that some people in the comment section could actually say, how can you support this policy, or how can you support this person who has said this, or who is not doing this for artists, or who is affecting the community in this way. So I don't get any of those kind of comments. It was just comments like, why are you now doing politics? Why are you now, those kind of things. Like, so I wish we are not in Sierra Leone. I'll dig a little bit more to see what the candidate he's supporting stands for and what he has said in person. But just off the campaign trail where he was just performing like an artist during the trail, not actually get to say much. I cannot. But over time we have seen a lot of artists going into politics. I think was it Nixon or Reagan? One of these guys. I'm just mixing up. An American president was an actor. Schwarzenegger, governor, was an actor before that. Nigeria recently, we have seen a lot of Nigerian actors get into it. Desmond Elliott got into politics. Kenneth Okonkwo, I think, was supporting NSOB in the last elections a lot. We know what Kao Denero has stood for. Being an artist, he has criticized a lot. So if he starts saying things which are contrary to somebody who is doing things like bullshit, so I think if we can get into those level of details, at times, we have this joke in Cameroon where they say, what did the politicians and the say? What did he say? He said a lot. What a lot did he say? So most of the time, we're just carried by the emotions of he's from which tribe. I don't just like this party, but they say the devil is in the detail. We don't get into the detail to actually say, this is not right, this is right. Okay, can he fix this like this? Can you stand for this? Can you get to this middle ground which will suit us like this? People don't want to do the work. I always go back to, as usual, I just say what I say. It's just my opinion, and that's what I'm voicing out here. So I think Kao Denero going into politics could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Could be a good thing in the sense that either way we are there or we are not there, some of these decisions will be taken. And if we don't have anybody who can speak up on those tables, who can relate to some of the struggles, be it of artists, be it of the common man, be it of whatever, those voices will not be taken into consideration when the decisions are being made, and decisions will still be made. On the other hand, is if he's compromised and now one, he can no longer sing the kind of songs which is to motivate the people and all of that, then that aspect is lost. And then two, the person you people are hoping that as soon as he gets on that table, is going to regard that person. So we have lost him on those two fronts. So I think that's the worst case scenario and best case scenario. But as I keep on saying, I still don't have any evidence or facts as to say it is good or it is bad. So yeah, that's just my opinion regards to Kao Denero going on the whole campaign run thing. Yeah, it's plus I don't know or maybe just what I saw, but he was just there on a very artistic capacity because there was some other artists performing with him. So he has not yet, I've not seen him make a speech or actually really address some issues for the people. So yeah, I think it's something which either the comment section they should enlighten us on some of the things he has said, or some of the things he represents, or some of the things which the candidate he's supporting has said, which is inconsistent with his music or what he stood for. But till then, I really cannot have any strong opinion in regards to Kao Denero participating in politics.
Yeah, but also there's this thing with politics is him being in the political scene, even when he wants to say something, like maybe if he sees something wrong and then he wants to speak up about what he sees wrong, if people always have the sense of, is he speaking because it's actually wrong and he wants there to be change, or is he speaking because he has political interest in that? So you know how politicians can have a way of framing things that make it feel like they are just being selfless, being martyrs, but behind the scenes they have this thing which they are trying to achieve. So like defending the people who are talking on social media, I'm like, if somebody is in politics and they come and they tell me that you should always close your door because when you don't close your door, thieves can get into your house. Now I start thinking, does he want me to close my door just because he cares about my safety, or is it a matter of him feeling like I want that she should close her door so that she should not see when I pass with that thing that is actually going to harm her? So like there is always that thought of, because this person is in politics, are they saying this purely for my good, or do they have ulterior motives? So normally prior to this, when Kao Denero sings a song and he's talking about Africa, the having the united nation of Africa, or him talking about Patrice Lumumba, people think like, oh look, yeah, good, people can rally behind him and like, yes, he's purely talking about us remembering our ancestors and the greatness and all that. But now him being in politics, there is always that mindset of, is he talking about Patrice Lumumba? Let me say, if he sings a similar song like that, is he talking about Patrice Lumumba because of solely wanting us to remember the history of the heroes, or is he talking about Patrice Lumumba so that we should link his candidate that he supports to Patrice Lumumba? So there will always be that thought behind people's minds.
So I was actually shaking my head because I'm in a capitalist world. For me, many people disagree with me on those things, but that's just how that's my own thought process. In the capitalist world, everything is coming from an angle of interest. Even the poor man who is somewhere is voting for you because he's hoping that you give him rice and maggi somewhere. It's not just because he's an angel and he's a poor man. So why do you think that the rich man will be the one who is coming? In the capitalist world, everything is coming from an angle of interest. I don't also outsource that responsibility or anything my thinking to somebody else. Most of the people just sit and then they're like, he should be thinking for us, he should be talking. No. What I struggle to do is to make sure that you align, my interest aligns with yours. So even when he was thinking about Pan-Africanism, I did not think that it's because he just loves us and he wants us to be together. Because even people talk about Pan-Africanism, they have interest aligned with Pan-Africanism. I think that with economies of scale, if Africans operate in the larger market, then they are going to get more, how do I put it? They are going to be able to break even and then compete with the global market. So I think Pan-Africanism is not just for the happy feeling of we are together. No, it's because it makes sense to be together. We can defend ourselves as Africans, we can bargain well as Africans, we can negotiate well as Africans, we can plan better as Africans. Praise at an African level, it's success to his career. So he was not just singing Pan-Africanism because he loves Pan-Africanism. There's an interest to it. But it just so happens that my interest aligns with the Pan-Africanism interest, so there's no clash. I'm not expect somebody to the something hoping that because I've prayed, God is going to make the other person stupid so that he accepts whatever I say. Or God is going to tweak something. No. I go there and that God has given me intelligence to think and plan as strategically and then negotiate the best deal I can get for my.
Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in. That's it for our opinion about Kao Denero and him being the political scene and a lot of artists being the political scene. Let us know what you think in the comments below. As usual, we're always ready to hear what you think. Thumbs up to this video if you like our content, share and subscribe. Bye, guys.